Since you started on a proverbial note, and this may not technically be a proverb, but yesterday, I want us to start from the president's address on the economy. He said, "Sikam pedede." L'argent n'aime pas le bruit.
You speak French very well.
Yes. He even went into the French.
All of culture is embedded in language. And when he said it, I felt heartbroken. Because that was a statement to the populace who were speculating about where we are going and how the city is performing badly. He thinks if you talk down the money, then the money will go down. No, that's not true.
It isn't?
No, if you talk down Joy FM will not come crumbling down so long as they have a success criteria and are working assiduously to ensure that the success criteria is in place. You know, as a French scholar too, I think the better one he could have used was what is actually about his governance, which is l'argent n'est pas d'odeur. Because if you look at the fact that in Kufuor's regime, in Kufuor's administration, a man who was known to be corrupt eventually was appointed by Nanado to become the head of the Public Procurement Authority, then it tells you that he has no problem with money, no matter the smell of it. L'argent n'y a pas d'odeur. Sika ni pampain. Edagotemu, if you crumb for ho, if you nipa papa ho, and fun. And have you heard this nonsense about the president's daughter being given a contract to paint the bridges? I can list the 12 top artists in Ghana today because I have bought from at least 10 of them since I was 18 years old when I started collecting paintings. Sam Bentel is one of them. Atu Delaki is one of them.
These are names I recognize.
Kudo is one of them. My brother Nick Kowalski is one of them. Larry Otu is one of them. If we have a painting contract, how does it go to a member of my family because I'm the president?
But have you run your checks to find out why she got the contract?
You see, I'm literate.
That is assuming she actually got the contract?
I am a trained journalist. I'll tell you something. You see, common sense will tell you that sometimes you don't do something just because of the optics. So the optics is such that when you hear that somebody who you have appointed, like the PPA was doing, is giving contracts to themselves or somebody in their family, you will have no moral authority to challenge them. Now, Mahama built an airport, I'm told. Go and find out. And I'm not going to accuse anybody, but go and find out who is in charge of the duty-free shops over there.
You're talking of Terminal 3.
So who is in charge of the duty-free shops over there? Are they also linked to the presidency? Are we running a government of selfishness and greed and then telling the poor people who are struggling that Sikam PDD? When a young man has died because of two cities, a fare had been raised from 5 cities, 50 pesos to 7
I know the incident you're referring to.
Whatever pesos.
Right.
And he was fighting over this and he's been killed. Look, Sika emperof. That's what we say. But dede more na mama dede abanti na monsanka se sika mpedede.
As in government.
Because you are giving yourselves all the contracts. Everybody is suffering. You are the one who was flying in a plane which you, with your own money, which you say you had before you became president, would never rent. And now we are suffering. We say sika mpedede. Listening to that speech yesterday, which was a total failure, because as a professional speechwriter, as a man trained as a journalist in mass media, brands and culture practice, I can tell you, a speech must have some conviction, it must have some passion, the inflection must be brilliant, and at the end of it, it must call people to action. What was the call to action?